All right, we've been talking about Google a lot in the last few weeks. Well, Google isn't the only company that's been breached by, breached by internet intruders. In fact, cyber attacks are launched every day, and the White House is hoping to mount a defense with the appointment of a new cyber cop. Bloomberg's Brian Weiss telling us what he faces. Brian.
Yeah, Carol, that's exactly right. Millions of Americans email, shop, and do business every day over the web. What they don't see is an invisible cyber war being fought behind every click of their mouse.
Acts of terror could come not only from a few extremists in suicide vests, but from a few keystrokes on the computer, a weapon of mass disruption.
Just ask Twitter, whose homepage in December was replaced by this message from a group called the Iranian Cyber Army. Or Citibank, reportedly invaded by a Russian cyber gang that stole tens of millions of dollars, though the bank denies it. Hackers, too, have reached the FAA, Pentagon, and State Department, and they've even plunged Brazilian cities into total darkness.
Chemical manufacturing, water purification, electric grid, telecommunications, financial services, all of these things operate on our IT information grid, and if that grid is vulnerable, and if that grid is attacked, so too is our economy and our national security.
Hello, I'm Howard Schmidt.
Enter Howard Schmidt, the new White House cybersecurity coordinator and the new general on the front lines of the cyber war. He was a chief security advisor at Microsoft, and he helped eBay combat online fraud. Schmidt will oversee a defense against those internet predators, which cost Americans $8 billion over the last 2 years in stolen credit cards, bank breaches, and destroyed networks. But critics say Uncle Sam may not have enough ammo.
Cybersecurity is really hundreds and hundreds of different problems that will be handled by thousands of people over years and decades. So the idea that a single official appointed in the government could handle this stuff is just a mistake.
And with skepticism like that, the cyber czar position may have been tough to fill. Several prominent names reportedly turned down the position because it didn't come with enough authority. Those are rumored to include former Congressman Tom Davis and even one high-profile executive, that's Symantec chairman John Thompson. Carol?
You know, Brian, when I think about cyber attacks, I really think about the financial industry. What about the financial sector? I mean, how at risk are they?
Right, of course, most of the nation's finances are controlled by all those blinking lights, the computers that you see right behind me, really. And the industry acknowledges that risk. According to Greg Garcia, he was the first cybersecurity official ever at DHS. He told me he met with several investment banks during his tenure with the trillions of dollars a day that go through their IT infrastructure. They're constantly updating their line of defense. He says they're in way better shape than those utilities and government agencies that have seen some of those attacks.
All right, good to know. Brian, thank you so much.